Hello everyone, welcome to the Medical Coding with Dr. Ziyad AlA. In this video series, we will discuss CPT chapter-wise MCQs resembling the real AAPC CPC exam. CPT Medicine Q&A, Section 1, Immune Globulins, Serum or Recombinant Product. Question number 1. A 45-year-old patient presents for post-exposure prophylaxis after a dog bite. The physician administers rabies immune globulin human for intramuscular and subcutaneous use. How should the immune globulin product be coded? So there are 4 answers available. Pause the video, take your CPT code book and find the answer. So here you have to highlight this is a rabies immune globulin human for intramuscular and subcutaneous use. So once you look at the codes, all answers are adjacent codes, so you can use the elimination method for the exam purpose. I will explain the CPT alphabetic index method as well. So once you go to the codes, 90,375 for rabies immune globulin human for intramuscular and subcutaneous use. So that is the correct code. When you look at other answers, those are not suitable. Let's see this one. 376 rabies immune globulin heat treated, and this one heat and solvent detergent, like that is going on. So here the correct code will be answer A. So if you want to find the answer using the CPT alphabetic index, first go for the main index term rabies immune globulin, then go for the subterm human. It will lead you to the code 90375. Again come back to the table list and confirm the answer. Once you confirm, the correct answer will be answer A. Question number 2. A newborn is delivered to an Rh negative mother with no prior sensitization. The obstetrician administers Rhd immune globulin human mini dose by intramuscular injection. Which CPT code correctly identifies the product? So there are 4 answers available. Take your CPT code book and find the answer. So here you have to highlight this is a Rh negative mother with no prior sensitization. Obstetrician administers Rhod immune globulin human mini dose by intramuscular injection. Once you look at the codes, all answers are adjacent codes, so you can use the elimination method for the exam. So once you go to the codes, 90,384 Rhod immune globulin human full dose intramuscular use. In our case, it's a mini dose. Once you go to the next code, 9385 Rhod immune globulin human mini dose for intramuscular use. So this is the correct code. So the correct answer will be answer B. If you want to find the answer using the CPT alphabetic index, first go to the main index term Rh immune globulin, then go for the subterms immune globulins Rhod. It will lead you to the following code series 9384 to 386. Again come back to the tabular list and confirm. Once you confirm, the correct answer will be answer B. Question number 3. A patient with primary immunodeficiency receives subcutaneous infusion of SCIG human. The nurse administers 500 mg total. Which code and how many units should be reported here? So there are 4 answers available. Take your CPT code book and find the answer. Here you have to highlight this is a subcutaneous infusion of subcutaneous immunoglobulin human and 500 mg total. So once you go to the code, 9281 says immune globulin IG human for intramuscular use. That is not the case here. And 283 immune globulin IV human for intravenous use. That is not the case here. 9284 immune globulin SCIG human. That is subcutaneous infusion. SC means subcutaneous immunoglobulin. 100 mg each. So in our case it is 500. So for 500 you have to multiply by 5. So the correct answer will be answer C. So if you encounter a case in the real working world, you had used the CPT alphabetic index. So in the CPT alphabetic index, first go to the main index term immune globulin, then go for the subterm human. So it will lead to the following 3 code 9281, 283 and 284. Again come back to the tabular list and confirm. Once you confirm, the correct code will be 284. That is for 100 mg. So for 500 mg, you have to multiply by 5. So correct answer is answer C. Question number 4. A premature infant in NICU receives RSV monoclonal antibody seasonal dose 0.7 ml intramuscular injection for prophylaxis. Which code correctly identifies this product? So there are 4 answers available. Take your CPT code book and find the answer. So here you have to highlight this is RSV, that is respiratory syncytial virus monoclonal antibody seasonal dose 0.7 ml intramuscular injection. So let's use the elimination method for the exam purpose. Once you go to the codes, you can see 9378 says respiratory syncytial virus monoclonal antibody recombinant for intramuscular use 50 mg. That is not possible. 380 says 0.5 ml 381 says 1 milliliter dose, and 382 says respiratory syncytial virus monoclonal antibody seasonal dose 0.7 milliliter for intramuscular use. This red dot demarks this code is newly included. So this CPT 2026 book included this code newly. If you use the previous version, you will not find this code. So the correct answer will be answer D. So if you use the CPT alphabetic index, first go to the main index term respiratory syncytial virus, then go for the subterms immune globulins. It will lead you to the following code series. Again, come back to the tabular list and confirm the answer. Once you confirm, the correct answer will be answer D, 9382. Keep in mind, this is a newly added code in 2026 CPT. If you use any previous versions, you will not find this code. Question number 5. A patient with a wound not treated in over 10 years receives both TD vaccine and tetanus immune globulin IM at separate sites. Which CPT product codes are reported? So there are 4 answers available, each answer having 2 codes. So take your CPT code book and find the answer. So here you have to highlight there are 2 vaccines used. One is TD vaccine, that is tetanus diphtheria vaccine, and other one is tetanus immune globulin. Both are given IM in separate sites. So once you look at the answers, each code sets are nearby codes. So you can use the elimination method for the exam purpose. But for the real working world, you had used the CPT alphabetic index. So I will explain the both. So once you go to the code 9702, diphtheria and tetanus toxoid absorb when administered to individuals younger than 7 years. But in our case, this is over 10 years, so that is not possible. When you go to the next code, so 90,714, tetanus and diphtheria toxoids absorbed, that is TD, you can say TD, preservative free when administered to individuals 7 years or older for intramuscular use. So that is the case here, 7 years and older. Here is 10 years. So first correct code is 90,714. Once you look at the code 715, tetanus diphtheria toxoids acellular pertussis vaccine, that is TDAP, but in our case on TD only, so you can use 715. So first code will be 90,714. Once you go to the next code, there are 2 codes only. 90,389 says tetanus immune globulin human for intramuscular use. So that is the case here. Once you look at the other answer, 90,375 rabies immune globulin. So that is not possible here. So correct combination of codes are 90,714 and 90,389. So the correct answer will be answer A. So if you want to use the CPT alphabetic index, you have to search 2 codes. First go for the TD, so tetanus and diphtheria toxoids. So for that, the main index term is vaccines and toxoids. Then go for the subterm tetanus and diphtheria toxoids. It will lead to the code 90,714. Again, come back to the tabular list and confirm the answer. Similarly, for the immunoglobulin, first go for the main index term tetanus, and you can go for the immunoglobulins. On the other hand, you can search for the main index term immunoglobulin, then go for the subterm tetanus. Both way you can find the answer. So it will lead to the code 90,389. Once you come to the tabular list, you can confirm the answer. So the correct answer will be answer A. Question number 6. A provider administers immune globulins human IM and also performs another procedure. Should modifier 51 be appended to the immune globulin CPT code? A guideline based question. This also can appear in medicine question series. So answers are A. Yes, modifier 51 is required for all add-on services. B. No, modifier 51 should not be reported with immune globulin products codes. C. Yes, only if multiple IG products are given. D. No, but modifier 59 must always be used instead. So pause the video and think the answer. No, modifier 51 should not be reported with immune globulin products codes. Because modifier 51, that is for the multiple procedures, is used to indicate that multiple surgical or diagnostic procedures were performed during the same session by the same provider. However, immune globulin administration codes and vaccine or toxoid products codes are generally exempt from modifier 51. The CPT manual designates exempt code with the modifier 51 exempt symbol like this. So once you read the description in the immune globulin serum or recombinant products, you can see modifier 51 should not be reported with this section of products codes when performed with another procedure. So the correct answer will be answer B. Question number 7, a bonus question. An immune globulin products CPT bears the symbol flash like this. What does this symbol indicate? A. The code has been deleted. B. The code describes an FDA approved vaccine. C. The code was published prior to FDA approval and is checked by AMA. And D, a special report is always required. So this is a bonus question. So please answer the question in the comment section. If you need answer for this question, please wait for the next part. The next part will be started from question number 7. If you have any queries, please leave in the comment section. If you have any doubts or if you want to cover any other topics, you can contact me anytime using my email and the WhatsApp number provided in the description. Please subscribe my channel and check out my other playlist as well. Thank you.